Sober Girls Yoga by the Mindful Life Practice. Hi yogis, welcome back to Grounded for Absolute Beginners with me. My name is Alex McRobs and I will be guiding you through today's practice. Today is the second class in the series, and what you'll need for this practice is a yoga block or a thick book and a yoga strap. So let's start our practice together by coming into a comfortable shape and use any props that you might need. So maybe you're more comfortable on a chair or a bolster or a block, whatever suits your body. And I invite you to lengthen up through the spine like the stem of a flower effortlessly supports the skull. And just explore your breath for a few moments. Today we're going to explore where our breath lands in the body, and we're going to explore a practice called belly breathing. So all you're going to do is take your left hand and just place your left hand on the belly. And as you breathe in, I invite you to gently breathe your body down and towards the belly. So send each inhale towards the left hand. Each exhale away from the left hand. So most of us as children, no one teaches us how to breathe. And as a result, a lot of us breathe up into our chest, which is really parasympathetic nervous system activating. So it's really can make us stressed, can make us anxious. And if we start to direct our breath down into the belly, can start to help us get grounded. So we'll stay for a few more breaths, just breathing into the belly. And then if you want to join me, placing the right hand on the heart and again the left hand on the earth, just like we did in the first class of this series, connecting to the ground beneath you. Feeling Mother Earth supporting you, holding you here. And I invite you to think about, do you feel grounded right now? And it's okay if the answer is no. But just honestly check in with yourself and see if you feel grounded right now. Then let's gather up that earth energy and connect the palms at heart center, taking a big breath in, big breath out. Then we're going to interlace our palms, push our palms all the way to the base of the belly, and then breathe in, arms reach up towards the sky. Take a stretch over to the right. Inhale, arms all the way up. And then stretch over to the left. Take your inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Big breath in, release your grip. And then exhale, pivot to the right, gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale, palms through center. And then pivot to the left. And then come all the way back through center with both palms. gathering them into heart center. Come onto the hands and the knees. Place the palms underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. And we're going to move through our cat-cow movements just like we did in our first session. So we're going to inhale, lift our heart. And then exhale, curl the spine. And then just do this a few more times. Big breath in. And then big breath out. Good. One more inhale. Good. One more exhale. And then let the spine come all the way into neutral. And then you can tuck your right toes and then see if you can just shift forward and back, getting into the calf. And then eventually just come all the way into neutral. And then we'll explore the opposite side. So you can tuck your left toes and then just shift forward and back. And then come all the way into a neutral tabletop. And what I want you to do is walk your hands about a step further. Okay, so this is called tabletop pose, right? And you see how your body is making this table. With your hands a little bit further, we're coming into a plank with the knees supporting you on the mat. And what we're going to do from here is slowly lower all the way down, elbows going back, back, back until your belly lands on planet Earth. And then take the palms off of the mat on the fingertips, and then we're just going to do a little bit of flowing with our breath. So inhaling, heart lifts, and then exhaling, lowering down. Take a few more like this. Breath in. And try to be really gentle with your palms. It doesn't matter how far you lift up. Maybe it's just an inch or two, and that's okay. You want this movement to come from the core and from the muscles in the back. You don't want it to be because you're pushing into your palms to make the lift happen, yeah? Let's take one more. And then plant the palms underneath the shoulders, and then just shift through a tabletop. Tuck the toes, come all the way up and back to your down dog. Step the feet in. Take some deep breaths in and out. Now let's walk our hands back to meet our feet. Find a forward fold at the back of the mat, letting your whole body be heavy. And don't worry about straight legs. That's not important. You can bend the knees a lot. Let your body dangle. Grip opposite elbows. Perhaps you rock from side to side. And now take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And then gather energy at heart center. Release the hands alongside the hips. And again, just slowly, slowly, mindfully step your foot one at a time until you come all the way to the front of the mat. Now, once you arrive at the front of your yoga mat, I'm going to invite you to take your block and just place the block between your thighs. And use this connection of the block between the legs to feel the energy drawing inward. And really tap into your inner strength, your mountain. Do you feel grounded right now? Good. Take one more breath. And then just release your block and place your block to the side. So during the first class of this series, we did some half sun salutations just with forward folds. And we're going to add on a little bit to that, and we're going to add a pose that's called Utkatasana, chair pose. So what we're going to do is inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, look up. Exhale, fold. Take the inhale, halfway lift. Take the exhale, lower. With the toe mounds together, bend the knees, sit the hips back, lift up into your chair, and then press through the feet and gather the palms at heart center. Go with the flow, doing this a few more times, and if it feels like too much to do the chair pose, you can always go back to the variation we did last time. The point of yoga is that we're not supposed to be trying to do things that look good. We are always trying to do things that feel good. So tune inwards and ask yourself, does this feel good? Because you are the person that lives inside your body, not me. You are the expert at sensation and feeling and comfort and discomfort and pain. So lean into that intuition. That's what we're here for. Let's allow the palms to come alongside the hips and take a breath in. Take a breath out. One more breath in. One more breath out. Leave your right foot exactly where it is, hands on the hips. And we're going to take a step back with the left foot, and we're coming back into what's called Warrior One. So this is a pose that we learned in the first class of this series. Our feet are on a 45-degree angle, right toes are pointing forward, and then arms can reach up overhead. Find and feel your foundation. So you're pressing through the outer edge of the left foot, you're pressing through the right big toe, you're centering your gaze and you're softening the shoulders. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Now today from the Warrior One pose, we're going to add on. So option one, you just stay exactly where you are if you're happy here. Option two, if you want to start to explore your balance, I'm going to invite you to gather your palms at the heart center. You're going to shift weight onto your right foot. You're going to trust that the right foot is going to support you. And then slowly start to lift off the back left foot, finding your balance in Virabhadrasana 3. So in this pose, your right foot is anchored into the mat. Your hips are level. You're pressing to your back heel. It's like you're creating this uppercase T with the body. Palms can be at heart center. Gaze towards the earth. Watch one thing that is not moving. I'm watching an ant crawl across my floor. Probably not the one thing that's not moving, but that's okay. Take one more breath exactly as you are, finding your balance, knowing that falling is part of every single person's life journey. So if you fall, it's okay. Take one more breath. And now step all the way up, anchor your left foot alongside your right. Take your palms together, take a breath in. Take a breath out. You got this. You are facing the right direction. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Breathe, half lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, palms together. Take the hands onto the hips. Opposite side, let your left foot be your anchor. Step the right foot back. Find your steady foundation of your left toes pointing forward and your right foot pointing back. And know that it's still yoga if you're holding onto a chair. If you're supporting yourself with the wall, it's still yoga. You can reach the arms up. I think people often get confused and they think that this whole practice is about accomplishing poses, when in reality, it's a journey to go inward, and the poses are just the tool we're using to go inward. That's it. Take one more breath. And then gather the earth energy at heart center. Trust that the left foot will support you and hold you, and know that falling is part of being human. Falling is part of being human. Press through the big toe. Take a few breaths. And then come all the way up to stand, right foot alongside left. Take some deep breaths in and out. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. Breathe your halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Take an inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Take your palms at the heart center. Land the palms onto the hips. Leave your right foot where it is. Step the left foot all the way back, and this time open your hip towards the side. Warrior two. We learned this pose already, so it should feel a bit familiar. Reach your right arm forward, left arm back, and just settle your gaze. The beauty of having all these classes in this series is you can go at your own pace. So if at any point it feels like it's moving too quickly, or you need a little bit of slowing down or practice, you can always go back and do the class before. Right? Everyone's moving through life on their own journey at their own speed. We're in no rush, no hurry, no race. So take your time and let yourself really lean into the practice in the moment. Let's take one more breath. And then lengthen up through the right leg, hands on the hips. Turn the toes, turn the toes. Bend through the knee, warrior two. Big breath in. Big breath out. Find the moment. Find the middle. Know that discomfort is the place where we grow. And then just lengthen all the way up through the leg. Turn the left toes inward. Let's practice a forward fold. And this time we'll add on a little bit. Leave the right fingertips where they are. Lift the left arm up, twist. And then land the left palm. Take the right arm up, twist. Do one more of each. And then when you're ready, bring the palms back together. Take the palms onto the hips. Slowly lift all the way up to stand. And then just wiggle your feet in. Set up for Vrikshasana, tree pose. So your left foot can be your anchor. Right toes open up and land either on the ankle, the shin, maybe all the way up on the thigh. And then you can press the palms together. Settle the gaze. Take one more breath. And then switch it up. Anchor your right foot. Open your left knee to the side. Plant the foot on the ankle or the shin, or maybe on the thigh. And then just connect the palms together and gaze. Okay, taking one more breath. And then we're going to land our left foot, come all the way to the front of the mat. Find your mountain moment. Take your inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Make your way all the way back to down dog. Now, option one, you just stay in your down dog. You stay exactly as you are. And option two, if you want to do one more flow, just like you learned at the start of the class, you're going to come all the way forward into plank. Take the knees onto the mat. Slowly lower, elbows drawing all the way back. Take your fingertips off the side of the mat. Take an inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale your way back down. And then shift through a tabletop. Come all the way back to your child's pose. Rest the forehead. Coming home. And then gently lift all the way up. We're going to come onto our spines. And what you need on your spine is both your block and your straps. So you can just make sure you have them nearby. And so we'll gently come all the way down onto the earth. Grab hold of your block. Place this block between your thighs. Press the palms onto the mat. And now we're going to move with our breath. So inhaling, hips go all the way up. Exhaling, lower down. And then just move with the breath a few more times. Good, maybe doing one more. And then gently release your straps or your block. Take your strap and then place the strap around your right foot. Lengthen through your right leg. Lengthen your left leg down on the mat. Take some deep breaths in and out. Take 5 rounds of breath. And then release the right foot and then take the strap around the left foot and we'll do the exact same thing on the opposite side. And then just release the left foot. We're going to slide the strap to the side. Bend at the knees again and place the right ankle on top of the left thigh and push the right palm into the right thigh. So this is option one. This is a variation of pigeon pose called thread the needle. Now you can stay right here, or you might lift your fingertips up and interlace on the thigh, so behind the shin or even on top of the shin, and this is just going to deepen the stretch. But if your whole body lifts up in order to access this, then I want to invite you to just stay exactly where you are. And then we'll switch to the opposite side. So we'll anchor the right foot, cross the left ankle, push the left palm into the left thigh, and then either stay here or lift up, interlacing the palms on the thigh or the shin. Take some deep breaths. Good. Take one more breath. And then land your right foot, land your left foot, open the arms in a cactus. Drop both knees over to the right and gaze over to the left. So I asked you at the start of the class if you felt grounded today. And I invite you to check in with yourself. How do you feel now? Do you feel more grounded? Do you feel less? Know that any answer is okay. It's not a quiz or a test. It's about you and your journey, your body, your mind, your experience, not mine. I'm just here to hold space for your journey. That's it. Let's draw the knees all the way up and then go the opposite way, dropping knees to the left, gazing over to the right. Now let's draw the knees all the way up. Give the body one last little snuggly hug. And if you're not feeling grounded right now, I invite you to think about what actions can you do today or this week or this month to help you feel more grounded right now. More grounded in your life, more grounded in your heart, more grounded in your body. And now let's slowly stretch the legs all the way out, anchoring the heels, dropping the toes. Perhaps it's comforting for you to place a hand on the heart, a hand on the belly. Maybe revisiting the belly breathing, which we learned at the very start of the class. And I'm going to bring you back when the time is up. Ishkavamabu lela, Ishkavamabu lela, Ishkavamabu lela, ishkava mapu, lela. Ishkava mapu, lela, ishkava mapu, lela. Ishkava mapu, lela, ishkava mapu, lela. Give your fingers and toes a little wake-up wiggle. Take a nice stretch from your fingertips all the way through your toes. Curl your knees into your chest. Give your body a sweet little hug. And then slowly make your way up and over to a seated shape. Palms at heart center for a moment, and then perhaps you place the hand on heart, hand on earth. Connect to that earth energy that is with you here, supporting you, holding you, nurturing you, keeping you grounded and giving you roots so that you can have wings. And then gather that earth energy and bring it all up into your heart so that you can lead with that grounded and rooted energy through your life off the mat. And then we close with our intention. It is an ancient intention. It's the original intention, passed from heart to heart through thousands of years. And it's that our practice remain steady and our efforts are continuous. And that this practice heals and benefits not just us, but all beings everywhere. May all beings be safe. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be free. May the thoughts and the actions of each of our lives contribute towards this. So let's finish with our Om sounds. We will inhale and exhale. Inhale through to make the Om. So take your big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Thank you so much, yogis. Thank you for being here, sharing space with me. I'm very grateful for your presence and your energy. The light in me, it sees and it honors the light in you. Thank you, thank you.